Hello! These are my poetry books, Define Me, Divine Me, and Still the Lotus Flower Blooms. Now, both of these have been written in a stream of consciousness style fashion, which means I have connected with my soul in the unseen realms and I've channeled those words. I've channeled that creativity. A lot of these have been written during my journaling experiences. So I've been journaling for since I was a child. I would say as long as I was old enough to write, I started to journal. And as I progressed through my journaling, I recognized that I didn't really write what happened today or, certain events. Instead, I expressed my emotions. I expressed the way that I felt. And with time and practice, I began to use that as a spiritual tool to heal myself. So I'd write the way that I felt, and then I channel my soul and the voice of the wisdom, and I'd turn this into something positive. I'd learn what it is that I needed to know. And so that's what these books are. They're exploration of my own personal challenges, which you'll be able to relate to because I write it in an emotional feeling of an expression. And we all share these same feelings. None of us are alone here on earth. And the more that we connect with one another and the more raw and truthful we are, we're going to be able to see each other in one another and feel more connected and feel more heard, more seen, and ultimately healed. So that is one of the really key themes in the Define Me, Divine Me. I wrote this over a period of 10 years, and it's basically gathered certain extracts from my journaling. A lot of this has explored depression and my depressive thoughts, and also how I move through them too. So this is perfect for you if you're experiencing a bit of a roller coaster at the moment and you're looking to kind of ground and settle. I would recommend Define Me, Divine Me. And Still the Lotus Flower Blooms is all about finding that inner self-confidence. So even like the title, And Still the Lotus Flower Blooms, it's talking about how the lotus flower that moves through mud still rises up to see another day, because it's the natural progression. It's the way it should be. It finds the light, it finds the sunshine. And that's what you can be too. So, And Still the Lotus Flower Blooms is more about self-love and about confidence and finding the words of wisdom to persevere in times of darkness. So, they are my two poetry books, and I'll read you a little extract from them now. Let's see, what have we got? We'll do And Still the Lotus Flower Blooms. Oh, okay. Mermaid Splashes. Whenever her heart began to weep, she would throw herself carelessly into the wild sea. The rough currents soothed the chaos she felt inside. It erased the pain and cleansed her mind. Only the sand knew of her true troubles. Only the depth of the unknown could feed her the light. And on those days she felt like she couldn't go on. She tumbled down deeper, allowing the water to rebirth her. And when her tears had cried all they could, when the water washed away her shame, she would exit the sea just as she entered, still a queen, still a goddess, but now she held a new crown. Okay, so that was from And Still the Lotus Flower Blooms. So you see how it's talking about how we have been going through something really heavy in our life, yet we have the resources around us to stand back up and to cleanse ourselves and to start a new day. So that was a poem from And Still the Lotus Flower Blooms. And let me find one from Define Me, Divine Me. So I'll just open it at random. Okay. Belief. This belief of being alone and disconnected from the world is all your own creation. And if you search for truth to support that idea, you'll be sure to find it. But what if you changed your belief into connectedness, into togetherness, into we are one? and find the proof that shows you are loved and supported by the divine always. Imagine what kind of life you could lead, knowing that everything around you is your creation, and that your creation is beautiful and magical and incredibly unique to what it is that you need to achieve in this lifetime. Okay, so that was a little poem from Define Me, Divine Me. You can find all of the links to these books down in the description below, and I also have another playlist of all spiritual poetry readings. So if you enjoyed those little readings, please check those out too. Bye.